Before I begin this video, let me introduce you all to Kloot. Kloot is a monthly box that provides you all types of K-pop merchandise, some of it including photocards, keychains, clothing, posters, Korean snacks and much more. You can purchase the Kloot box for monthly purchases and get one every month. The box contains 6 to 8 items, but you can upgrade to get 2 to 3 more items and some more Korean snacks if you would like. Another fun note is that for each Kloot box you get every month, the box contains different merchandises that make it seem like a little mystery. They do ship worldwide and there are many groups that you can choose from. You can use my code IRENTFilter for 5% off your purchase. The link will be in my description.
Hello besties, welcome back to my channel. Today, as you can see by the title, I will be responding to some of your confessions/honest thoughts on some K-pop groups. I created a forum and asked you all to drop your comments on groups, and I collected about 3 for each group. Again, thank you to everyone that responded, but if I was to respond to all of these it will take like 6 hours. You guys literally went off on these, so this is going to be quite spicy. I will most likely do a part 2 if you guys want. Before we begin, if you are new, hi, my name is Mia. If you enjoy this video I suggest you subscribe, or don't if you don't want to. This is going to be quite long, so let me begin. Let's start off with Blackpink. Here is the first response. I'm sorry, I love the girls, but it has come to a point where the producers should start caring about the lyrics of Blackpink's songs. How You Like That or Ice Cream rap lyrics were so cringe that it ruined it. And I've even seen non-K-pop stans making racist jokes. I know that a lot of pop groups have cringy lyrics as well. But come on. Blackpink are the biggest group out there. It wouldn't cost much to make lyrics that rhyme, make sense. I 100% get where this person is coming from. Many people now mostly focus on songs based on the beat and rhythm of the song rather than the meaning. I do know that for their recent album Jennie and Jisoo helped in writing some songs, and I honestly felt so happy for them. Their entire concept to me is basically heartbreak feels, and I've never had a problem with it. But recently their lyrics don't make sense to me. I didn't go crazy over How You Like That or Ice Cream like I did with other songs, but with their lyrics I definitely think they have room for improvement. However, if we are being honest, I doubt YG would let them fully write a song ever. It's in the producer's hands, but they just keep letting me down. I need to get them out of that dungeon. Number 2, Overhyped. They have some good songs, but it's just overhyped. I get tired of their sound after hearing them for about 3 songs. Also, they debuted to Reborn, the 2NE1 concept. Now, do I think they are overhyped? No, all members are extremely talented and deserve the recognition. They are not my ultimate girl group, but I will give credit to them in what they have done. Like I said again, it's all the producer's fault. I only dislike some of their newer releases. Their old releases are absolute gold and I will never get tired of them. With the entire 2NE1 thing, I think that if YG was to debut another girl group later on, they would have that badass concept still. YG's artists are known to have hardcore concepts, so I don't think it's that much of a big deal, but I do think he debuted a girl group, for specifically as a distraction, yet they grew to be the biggest of the girl groups. Number 3, their fame is irrelevant. They are really famous because they are models and they know English. All their music sounds the same and their lyrics have no meaning. I disagree completely. If they were famous for being treated like models, which I won't lie, in some cases they are, they wouldn't have the amount of sales they have to date. If they were famous for speaking English, so would like 30 other groups in K-pop be famous as well. I just don't get why people try to discredit them. If you don't like them it's fine, but they work extremely hard. They have over 1 billion views on like 3 music videos, which is such a big achievement. People genuinely enjoy them, as do I, so please just shut up. Next up is BTS. Let's begin with the first response. I know that saying BTS paved the way has become a sensitive topic, but you must give credit where credit is due. This is not to discredit their seniors, who deserve credit for the amazing work they have done as well. BTS ultimately have created a safe space for people that no other artist has been able to do. Put simply, they are good people making good music, with no other intentions. When people discredit them, saying that it's all because of their looks, their money, that people have come to like them, and that they did not pave the way, people are just plainly ignoring what every other artist has failed to do. They make people feel accepted, and they are artists for healing. At least give them that. I couldn't agree more. I've said this before and I'll say it again. You must give credit to where it is due. No matter how hard it hurts your pride or eats you up, paving the way does not mean you create something. It means you create something much bigger, and that's exactly what BTS have done over the years. I think it is extra special for them since they weren't in a big company compared to other artists that people credit for paving the way, especially the big three companies. They made the name for themselves through thick and thin. Number 2, Dynamite is a good song and had a major impact, but I'm not sure if it was Grammy nomination worthy. I feel like Black Swan or ARENT would be better for that position. As an ARMY I agree for sure. For me the only reason as to why Dynamite was chosen for BTS as the song to be nominated, was because it was an all-English track. Dynamite broke world records, so it technically does deserve to be nominated, but as the song overall I think Black Swan outsold both Dynamite and ARENT. Just imagine the impact of a Korean track being nominated for a Grammy. Black Swan as a project alone was a masterpiece. Now on to number 3. When Life Goes On came out I didn't want BTS to beat their old record of Dynamite, and didn't stream the MV on YouTube because, when Blackpink the album came out ARMYs really spammed the comment section, and froze the views of Lovesick Girls. I am an ARMY Blink and it hurt me so much that I took all my anger and disappointment out on the boys. That is just embarrassing. I'm glad you now know that what you did was wrong and petty, but I see this happen quite a lot to groups. I don't know why, but one person not watching a music video or streaming does not hurt the artist as you think. If you get mad at the fandom and do something against the artist, you weren't really there for the artist's music to begin with. It's all just petty and a waste of time. I'm too lazy to do any of that if I was y'all. The third group I asked you guys to fill out was TWICE. Here is the first answer. They have a generic girl group concept and honestly are not the best girl group. I promise I am not trying to hate. I just never got into TWICE. That's fine if you have never been into TWICE, but to say they are generic is just embarrassing. Please listen to their old songs, and their recent songs. The range is exquisite. You would never expect TWICE to release something like Cry For Me like 2 years ago. They have literally bloomed ever since Fancy. Every group has their own style, so if you don't like it just don't interact. Second answer, Sana and Zihyo should be the lead dancer, not Jui. I agree, and I don't say this because I think Jui is a bad dancer. However, I say it because both Sana and Zihyo have stronger technique than her. Their stage presence adds 10 times more to their dancing and you can never see them get bored. Jui is a great performer as well, but I believe Sana and Zihyo live up to that title better. Number 3. Some of the members seem to not like each other. Now there are definitely certain groups that I have my suspicions on for faking friendships. However, I will never be 100% because we only see what they display, and we don't know behind the scenes. But I would never doubt TWICE's friendship. To me, at least with what I see, they have a very strong bond, not just duo friendships but all of them together. The fourth group is Red Velvet. This is the first response. I stand them since Ice Cream Cake era, but back then I found unfair that Yeri was added to the group after debut. Don't get me wrong, I love Yeri with my whole heart, but I thought it's not fair to the other members who are trying to debut together. Then I realized how much they love Yeri, just like me. Now I can't really say much because I wasn't in your shoes, but I honestly think I'll be mad at first too. Not because I'm jealous or whatever, but it's kind of unfair. Obviously as more time comes I'll be completely fine with it, especially with it being Yeri. This thought is kind of valid because I do get where you are coming from. I can imagine a lot of people were also a bit worried and bitter. Number 2. I have tried to get into them so many times but they don't seem that close. This probably stands from me standing other girl groups that show chemistry better on screen, and I'm sure Red Velvet love each other. I just can't seem to vibe with them. Now I have heard this assumption more times than I can count, and with Red Velvet being my ultimate girl group I kind of get it. They aren't the most affectionate friends on screen, but like I said we only see what they provide us. I think this assumption has sparked more last year because with previous years, you can clearly tell they are the bestest of friends. I can't pinpoint what it is about them, but they are my ults 80% because of their music. Friendship is a very big part of a group for me as well, so I can see why this person thinks this. Number 3. All of the members are great vocalists and that's their strongest point. Even though SM's writers/producers are great, what makes Red Velvet's discography unique is the girls. They don't need to have strong rappers nor strong choreography, because they are one of the best vocal groups for me, and for me this is what they should focus on. I agree 1,000,000%. Red Velvet is one of the strongest groups vocally in K-pop right now. It is impossible to pick a weak vocal. They all have their individual strengths, but when they come together they are so damn powerful. You don't even have to stan Red Velvet to say that. I'm not saying that their choreo isn't catchy or good, because they have some of the most iconic moves of all time. However, based off of rapping, dancing and singing, their strength is definitely singing and they should embody that much more. Now the last group for this part is EXO. Here is the first answer. I love everyone in EXO, but I don't consider them as a group anymore. It's like they disbanded without actually announcing it. I miss their old songs though. Now I don't listen to EXO, nor do I keep up with their comebacks, but from all these responses to the group, a lot of people seem to be worried about the group's future as a whole. I don't know if I want to say that I don't see a future for them altogether, because there is a big possibility, but right now I see many more solo activities, and I kind of vibe with those more than their group releases. However, it's just my taste in music. I don't really know how to respond to this though. Number 2, Kai is sexualized. I am sorry, but I really hate it when he wears crop tops or revealing outfits for every comeback. During their Obsession era I noticed that he was covering his abs behind the scenes. I feel like SM is using his hotness for money, and no one actually likes him for his talent. He is always the sexiest member who dances shirtless, and nobody compliments his singing or rapping skills. I agree 100%. If I'm being honest, the only clips that I have ever seen of Kai in compilations is him shirtless and or grinding. Like I said, I don't stan EXO, but I have seen some of Kai's project and he is a very talented artist. It's not wrong for them to dress him in revealing outfits from the top, but to use it in every single performance and music video is just sad. The fact that people focus more on his body is a form of over-sexualization, and I never think it will stop until he leaves that damn company. That is it for today's video. Also, I didn't add a third response to EXO because all answers are the same, but if you enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe if you have not. I will do part 2 and 3 later on because there are still many groups I asked you guys to fill out. Again, thank you to everyone that responded and I hope to see you all next video. Bye besties, stay safe.